Hello everybody, how are you? We have a great week again, a new week, and let's see what's coming up this new week. The eclipse is coming up this week, and I hope we're all having a good preparation for this, because we probably already feel the energy shift, right? You know, it's storming here for 2 days now. Today it's pretty okay, but yesterday we had a real storm. So within, so without, so without, so within, so above, so below. So let's see what's going on. A lot of chaos in the collective. That's what I feel. And now with the dark, the eclipse, full moon eclipse in Sagittarius, that means that you know, and we're going from Saturnus into Jupiter, so we will have a big deal of good luck after the eclipse. It has to do with the death of Saturnus. You know, Saturnus is endings, you know, releasing old stuff, maybe some old stuff in your families that's going on, what you need to deal with and move on to new energy. So for this divine masculine energy, it could be that the divine masculine is making place from old things and old habits, transferring into new ones, transferring into luck, creating more luck for himself, and knowing and to see where things belong, where his heart belongs. It could be that there is an interaction with someone or with a divine feminine that you see, okay, wow, I didn't know that this was going on in my environment, that this was going on in my body, in my heart space. And it's not about the lust, it's about really opening that heart space and coming in that heart space for the divine masculine. So there will some anger release. There will be some anger release in the masculine energies. So be aware of that. You know, if you feel it building up, do some dancing, do some shadow work. You know, and move through that energy. Okay, let's see what's in the divine's masculine mind space. Challenging times. Wow, that's just the confirmation I told you. Challenging times, because it's there's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of energy, a lot of things that needs to be released, and you will feel that in the whole collective. You feel it in everywhere where you go. You really feel that energy. So when you passed that eclipse moon, and it's a time of solitude also. Take time for solitude. Take time to go within during this time. I'm already start to purge for the masculine collective, and it's about being creative, being still within, you know. Sit still with this full moon eclipse and see the corona, you know, if it's possible, what kind on what side of the world you are, you know, see that corona, because the corona, well, how else can you call it, right? It's the shadow of the light. And that's exactly where we're in at the moment. So the shadow wants to take over. But the more light we shine on it, the more aware we become of it, of what it originally is, that it is, you know, to blindfold people, to get people into fear, to get people in that dark space. So it will really reduce the whole collective, and the dark side will have power over you. So that's not what we're allowing, right? But the divine masculine needs to know that they have to stand and shield themselves for this time in that collective energy. Okay, so it could be a challenging time also for him and a twin partner, or him and his beloved, because it could be that they are not together. It could be that they are in separation, and because all of these energies, doubt will start to come up. You know, is this the right partner for me? Is this what I want? Is this what I was meant to be for? What I'm settling for? Is there anything better for me out there? Is there an alignment between us? You know, and that's really where the masculine is going through. So this is all going on in his mind space. He wants to see that sun, you know, he wants to be that, but he is more in his warrior energy, because he gets challenged by, could be that he gets challenged by the feminine, you know, that the feminine comes up and say, you know, this and this and this is going on. And I don't know what to think about it. And he has the first feeling, I need to shield myself, because wow, this is intense what is happening. This is an intense feeling what I really feel in my body because of this reaction, okay? How does he seize the divine feminine? How does the masculine seize the divine feminine? How does the masculine seize the divine feminine? How does the masculine seize the divine feminine? Release. That she needs to release her old self. So they probably, because they're, you know, because they're twins, they're really mirroring each other. She needs to release her old skin and coming into the light, that death energy, the end of things, building anew. And she is ripping apart every bit of her to come in that light space and to get that old shadow that was sticking onto her, releasing by dancing, by making music, by being creative, by you know, getting yourself in silence, meditate, sit still, and or go on the land or go into nature and really transform this, because it's necessary. She gets pulled out by her guides and spirits. She that dark sticky stuff, you know, that was all around her, that hold her tight, she is breaking through. She is opening up and breaking through, and he is seeing this. This is what he sees, that he sees that she's, wow, she's opening up, she's opening her heart, she's coming to the light, she is showing everything what she needs to be shown, and she shows herself in all light and glory, and that's what he sees. He sees she's releasing a lot of old energies. Okay, so let's see what his higher self is saying. Shine. His higher self says, you know, shine your light. I need to shine. I want to shine. I need to release myself from all what's going on, and I have to move on. And he is rising above it. He is rising above, you know, the stories that he told himself, you know, starts to elevate about everything what was holding him down. It could be that he had a whole made programmed story about himself And that he says, okay, now I'm elevating, I'm going to the light, I'm going to shine, I'm taking the steps, and I'm moving above everything that isn't you know, that it's too grounded. Maybe he is looking for a lighter way of being by meditation, by going in contact with his spirits, by connecting with his spirits, going to the sun and going to the light, so he can shine his heart, so he can shine his light towards everybody around him, towards his divine feminine, towards himself. And this is what will happen after the eclipse. You know, Jupiter will come in, and Jupiter will really elevate you into a new space. It's like the end of an era, and really an era, not an error. Maybe it was an error, you know, but you need to pause that and go on with your life and go to the light and shine your light. The more aware you become from everything what is around you, everything what has to do with energy work and with spiritual work, you know, he will elevate. And when he is really taking this into in his life space, you know, he will be lifted. He will be lifted by the light. Okay, beautiful. What is in his heart space? What is in his heart space? His higher self says, go to the light, elevate yourself, meditate and go in. And his heart space says, simply love. Love. I just want this love. I want the love towards my children. I want to focus on my children. I want to focus on everything I love in my life, and what really matters to me, you know. And I'm showing that love and that care towards everybody. I'm not here on this plane to lock myself up, but to show my love and to serve and to give the love that is needed. Simply love, simply. You know, it's everything is just love. Everything is just that energy that we want in our life. You know, many people are crossing countries for it, you know, traveling the world to find that love, traveling the world to find that space. But we all know that it's already here within ourselves. It's a gift. It's a gift to ourselves, and it's a gift to the Divine Masculine for himself to love. It's not, love is not, how do you call it? I don't even remember anymore. Love doesn't hurt. The absence of love, that will hurt. You know, if there is no love in your life, you know, then you're getting cold. You can't connect with anyone. You know, the absence of love, that is really what hurts one another. And he is shifting that. He is shifting himself, you know, to open up himself and shining his light, and just tell someone, if you love them, that you love them. You know, there's no shame in it. There is no rejection in it. There is nothing in it. You know, it's simply love. The love that you hold. You're holding the secrets. The secrets of love it's here. You're holding it, and could be that he's loving his children, giving his love to his children. Take attention, give attention towards his children. Okay. So what does he want from the Divine Feminine? What does he want from the Divine Feminine? Open up. They have the same issue probably. Open up, please, open up. You open me. When you open yourself, you open me. You know, show yourself who you are. Show yourself in all your facets. In every single thing that you do and what you are, show it. Show your heart, show your connection with spirit, show it. Open up that heart space. Don't be afraid to say what you want to say, you know. Maybe that's a good thing for the Divine Feminine. Maybe that's a good thing for the Divine Feminine, to just open up. Doesn't matter, you know, if you get embarrassed afterwards. You know, it's just an emotion. It's just saying, you know, I'm here, I'm opening up for you, I'm available to you, whatever. And probably she won't even say it, but yeah, but she needs to say it towards him. She needs to say how much she cares. You know, it's about loving also yourself, who you are becoming, you know. We are so afraid of rejection, but if we don't speak our truth, we're only rejecting ourselves, right? So we rejecting ourselves from opportunities. And that's what he wants from her, you know. And I know that the Divine Feminine can open up very easily and say, you know, I care for you, I love you. But she also shows you, and she will let you feel that you matter. And that is what the Divine Masculine wants. And that's more about the Divine Masculine needs to hear it, because there is a bit of an insecurity in the Divine Masculine that says, okay, I don't know how you feel about me. I don't know what you want from me. I don't know how to connect with you. Because the Divine Feminine could be very intimidating, you know, and that could be overwhelming for the Divine Masculine. And it's just it's just also with if you do it with humor, do it with kindness, do it with care, because you need to know that your Divine Masculine has also these insecurities that you have, you know. And when she is opening up to all what's available in her life, more things will come her way. And he is seeing that. He sees that there is, you know, all these lines, energy lines are coming in, you know. They are coming in. So it could be that she has attention from more than one masculine. And that she is really in her power, and that she's really shining at the moment. And he only wants that luck and that love for her, you know. He wants her to shine. He wants her to be open. He wants her to get and step out of the shadow energy that was holding her down. He really wants that for her, because he loves her so much. He really loves her, okay? A beautiful reading. It remembers me of the things that I'm going through at the moment, opening up, creating space for myself, but also creating what I want for myself in in this journey, in this lifetime? What is important to me, you know? How does he see the relationship with her? That it's that he believes in it and that it will be successful, and that it is a journey, and that she is that beam of light that will guide him, that will support him, that will opening him up to other realms. He is connected to many energies, but he is seeing her, you know, shining bright, and he also knows that there are more people around her that want her attention. And he really needs to believe in this. He needs to believe in this relationship. He needs to believe that it will be successful, because the doubt and the challenging times where he's going through, you know, can block this. So he really needs to say, okay, I need to go and release and open myself up and let go of everything. But also for the Divine Feminine, the same. And going there. So choose your journey and your destination towards the light, and focus on that, you know. And that's how he sees the relationship with her. Doesn't mean it won't be challenging, you know. But when you come from the heart space, you don't have to be in a dominant energy, you know. Most masculine who are dominant are from a mind space, are not in their heart space. The original masculine is soft, is humble, is in service to the Divine Feminine, and isn't you know, not a domination. Always take care of the feminine first, but the ego space takes over. Then he will become selfish and only think about himself. Doesn't think then about other things in his surroundings. But he needs to believe that the light will guide him home, that it's from the heart space. I see many masculines and divine masculines around me that aren't divine, that aren't they're just, they all think they're divine masculine, but they're all in their ego. And there are, you know, exceptions on it. There really are exceptions on it, but they are rare, and your light will be drawn to that. And also for the masculine, you know, there is a difference in divine feminine and divine feminine, and he will be drawn in by her light, by her compassion, by her pureness. When he tunes into her, he knows exactly where she's at, what she wants in her life, what she's doing in her life. But she is tuning into the light and know her destination. And that's what she asks of the Divine Masculine, you know, believe and be successful with her. Okay? Oh, it's so beautiful. He is moving towards the light. He is leaving the dark space behind him. Doesn't mean it isn't challenging, you know. But from every challenge has a positive thing within itself, right? Every positive or every challenge is also exciting, you know. It gives you excitement in your system, like, oh my gosh, this is, you could see it as hard and heavy, but you also can see it as, wow, this is a challenging time. It is exciting, and I will go to something better, because you feel that something will happen. Doesn't mean it needs to be dark all the time, or that it is could also be a very auspicious moment, an auspicious time, you know, for the divine masculine. And most of the ego makes you know, the program and the ego from the ego is making it difficult or not that easy, and that makes it challenging. Okay, what blocks him? Listening. He's not listening to his heart. He's not listening to his emotions. He's not listening to his guides. His guides are there to support him, to guide him towards union. But he needs to listen. He needs to listen to the divine feminine. He needs to go within more instead of being all over the place and you know, and let him distracts himself from things in his life, you know, like TV or you know, drinking, alcohol, drugs. You know, leave that stuff behind and just listen to what your feelings, your emotions has to say about it. If you don't feel right about it, if you don't feel the emotions, okay, then tell your divine feminine, you know, I'm sorry, hon, but you know, this is not going to work. And probably the divine feminine also will know right away, you know, she will know that something's off. So you need to listen to both sides. Listen to divine masculine and listen to the divine feminine energy. You know, what's the divine feminine energy within you, divine masculine, telling you? What's the divine masculine within you telling about her? You know, vice versa. It's getting the balance within, you know, and are you taking care of your inner child? Are you taking care of what your inner child is telling you, or what your higher self is telling you? You know, these are all the questions that you need to go through before you say, yes, I'm stepping into that boat. You know, this could be going to the edge of a waterfall, you know, but it can also be the boat that is in calm waters. Which one are you going to choose? Are you in alignment with her? You know, do you have the same vision as her? That you want to, you know, serve and be there for everything and everybody in your life. So listen to it. Don't interrupt. Don't interrupt your emotions. Don't interrupt by thinking. Just go with and let it pass through. And when you're coming out of it, you're coming into the light, and then you can say, okay, you know, this is really the way I want to go. This is the way I need to be, where I want to be. And I'm taking my course. And but let your divine feminine know, you know, the priestess will listen to you. If you need someone to listen to, she will be there and holding space for you. Don't be afraid of that rejection. Simply love. That isn't hard. Love becomes hard when it's not in alignment. Love becomes a struggle when it's not in alignment. When energies are not matching, because then you're getting in a competition, you're getting into a mind space. You know, if you want to compete with your divine feminine, you're not in service to her. If you want to compete with your divine masculine, you know something is off with that person. You know, that there is that person wants to dominate or wants to control you or wants to take over. You know exactly what's going on. And it's up to you, the Divine Feminine, to do something about it. But it's the priestess that says, listen, listen, listen. It's not about you. And that's vice versa. It's also for the Divine Masculine. And if you want to push her buttons and you want to challenge her on every way, you know, and you want to make it hard, you make it hard yourself, because you won't get a response from the Divine Feminine, because she's turning inside and she is in peace with herself. She's not let herself being fucked around by the Divine Masculine anymore. Okay? So keep it in mind, masculines. That don't play games with her. Don't play games with any feminine. If you want to play games, go back to the kindergarten and go and play there. Because that's where you need to be at that moment then. Sorry guys, I need to say that. Wow. What is blocking him? That was it. Blocking him is not that he's not listening. How will he solve this? How will he solve this? How will he solve this? Wow, he will solve it with love. He will solve it with love. He will solve it with union. He wants this union. He wants this dance with the Divine Feminine. This is how he goes to solve it. He will show, I have the double card of love here, you know. He's showing her simply love, and he is giving his love to her. And could be that in some cases, the love he's giving him, and I hear this is for new twin flames that come into union, that response will be so strong, it can't be denied anymore by the masculine and the feminine. It's like, whoa, what's happening here when they come together? You know, it's like, wow, this is intense. This is an soul connection or a soul union. It doesn't mean that the souls are split or that the souls are in two bodies. No, the souls know each other from other times before Earth. And those two remember each other, and they're like, wow, you are the one I was waiting for. And that's where love begins. They show their love towards each other. And she is, could be that the Divine Masculine gets really scared. It could be that the Divine Feminine gets scared, you know. I hear, then the runner and chaser energy is starting to come up. But if you are, go back in just love and just not let that fear come up, then there is nothing else going on. Then it will just flow. It will just be there for each other, holding each other, connecting with each other, and be there in that space, in that beautiful space. I have a feeling that they both remember each other, and I also hear the Divine Masculine knows the Divine Masculine knows where the Divine Feminine is coming from, because he is in tune with his spirits, and his spirits told him, his energies and his intuition knows exactly where the Divine Feminine is at. and he just shows her love, but he didn't expect that it would be so intense. He didn't expect it would be so intense, okay? So what will it bring him? What will it bring the Divine Masculine? What will this love bring the Divine Masculine? What will this love bring the Divine Masculine? What will this love? Oh my goodness, control. Oh, maybe the loss of control. Wow, losing his control. You know, he has no control about it. He's losing his control. He knows he and she are star beings, that they know each other from another different time, that they are aligned with each other, and he is totally lost his control over over his mind. You know, it's not that he that he doesn't want to see, but he can't control this feeling, this energy. He can't control it anymore. So that's what he's going to do about it. Let go of all the control and just follow his heart and just follow the energy. Okay, what is his focus at? Where is his focus at? Where is his focus at? Where is his focus at? Round. His focus is at taking the lead. Wow, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Because he wants to take the lead. He wants to go to that light. He wants to lead the energy towards her. So he's taking the lead of his life, taking the lead of going towards her. And that's about what the Divine Feminine should know. You know, don't go in your own masculine energy. Let him lead. You know, if he leads, there's always time to follow. But let him do the work. Let him do it. You know, don't give in the first time. Don't give in. It's just, you know, when you are taking action towards the Divine Masculine, you're in your masculine energy. Let the Divine Masculine take the lead for you, because he needs to know where his light is. He's going to that light. He's going to the sun. He will shine. You will see his light within him. You know, what's within you is within him, and you will see it. You will see everything. Just let the guy take the lead. You know, we don't have to seduce a guy. We don't have to offer ourselves to a guy. Let him take the lead. And remove yourself from it. You can show your emotions, you can open up and tell how you feel about him, but don't take the lead. It's not your place. Okay? So that's what they say. You know, most of the time let him take his fire and his passion back. His passion and his fire that will come towards you. Otherwise, you know, don't begin at it. You know, if it's not in alignment, don't start. Don't go there. It could be that you're in alignment with someone, and then without knowing, somebody else will drop your way. And it could be that it is in a soulmate or a connection or a higher twin flame. So we're all coming from the same family. We're all coming from the same soul family. And we will recognize each other, but it's not our thing for taking a lead and taking action towards it. If you want to take action in your own life, you know, about opening your heart or following your light or following your path, that's the kind of action you need to focus on. But his focus is now, I need to go back and I need to find myself and I need to get out of that challenging time. I want to go to that light. You know, they elevate me, so now I have to take action and I have to do the work. Otherwise, I'm here at the same space in 10 years time, and I don't want to do that. I worked on my mental wisdom, but now I need to work on my emotional wisdom, and that's more a journey for a divine masculine. Okay, where the relationship is going? To the crown chakra. He wants this connection, that they both are connected with the spirit, that they both are doing the work, that they both are doing the energies. And that's what the divine masculine wants, and where he's focused at the moment. He's focusing on opening his crown chakra. He is opening himself to connect with spirit. He is opening to connect with all the other things that is happening in his life. You know, so everything that was a burden to him, he sent it up to the light, and taking the lead and taking the action and working on his crown chakra, so he can connect with his divine feminine. And that's where his focus is at. Focusing at the crown chakra, focusing in meditation, focusing in prayer, focusing in service, focusing on the light and connection with his spirit guides. Okay? How does he feels about the union? How does he feels about union? How does he feels about the union? How does he feels about the union? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Move. He will move. He will take a move. He is holding her hand in his hand, and love is ruling. Oh my God. This is God. Yeah, he is a God, and he must be seen as a God. You know, it's moving forward in love, holding each other, holding space. This is the union card. Guys, this is the union. I can't make it up here. You know, I can't make this up. This is an incredible, incredible reading. Divine masculine is taking action towards this love, and he moves with it. You know, he moves forward with it. So, yeah, he feels this energy with her. He feels this union with her. He feels everything that's coming her way, his way, and he's taking action on it. Wow. He wants to move forward. He wants to take that next step, that next leap of faith, you know, because he knows who she is and how pure she is. She knows how pure he is. Could be that there are some challenges coming that way, you know, and it could also be that the divine masculine within the feminine start to doubt. You know, it could be that, and that's why he say, open up to me, talk about it, what you feel, talk about what's going on in your life, so we can both move on, move forward together. Okay? So this is how he feels on the union. You know, this is how he feels. He really wants that union with you. This is the contract. This is the handvasting. This is the sacred marriage. This is, you know, the marriage between two hearts. And it doesn't have to be acknowledged right away, you know. It doesn't have to be a marriage. It could be that they just, you know, connected at a deeper level than just, you know, this a commitment, you know. Could be that one of the two wants a commitment, and or one of the two is old-fashioned. That is also possible. But you know, it is that the union is here. He wants to move with her, you know. He wants to move on with her. Okay. What combines the divine feminine and the masculine together? What combines the divine feminine and the masculine together? What combines the divine feminine and the masculine together? Oh, helplessness and hopelessness. Oh my God, the one is helpless, the one is hopeless. Well, that's a great combination. But if you don't give it any attention and move towards the light, you know, it could be that the one or the two are feeling what did they let me feel? Confused, just confused, not knowing what to do, you know, and not knowing what to make a step forward, and they're probably in the same space, you know. She doesn't know which steps she needs to make, and he doesn't know which steps to make towards her. But then here's the card, you know, let him take the lead. Let him take the lead. Don't do anything. You know, you don't have to rush into anything. You don't have to say, okay, I have to do it tomorrow. You know, give it time, give it space. You don't have to decide today. Give it time, give it space, and it will all be folded out in front of you. Don't rush into anything. You know, if you're someone masculine who have multiple options, you know, look at it and feel what's right for you. And that's the same for the divine feminine. You know, if you have multiple options, then just don't decide yet. You know, if you are shining your light and if you are doing the right thing, he will come towards you because he wants to move on with you. He wants to move forward with you. Okay? So give it time, give it space. You don't have to go right. You don't have to go left, you know. Just stand in the middle and walk through. Just walk your path. Don't take any action. Move through, but keep your heart open towards him. Keep everything in and make sure everything is in alignment, you know, because the universe is testing you. The universe is dropping multiple people on your path for the masculine and the feminine at this time, in this moment, and the universe is testing, okay, let's see, let's have some fun. And what are you going to choose? With who are you in alignment? You know, you know, your heart knows. So just open it. What will bring them together? What will bring the divine feminine and the masculine together? What will bring the divine masculine towards the divine feminine? What will bring the divine masculine towards the divine feminine? Moving on. Moving his path, moving on his divine path, and that will bring him, could be that he wants some solitude to think about things, but really that he is moving on, you know, with his life, with his energy, with his path, that will bring them together. And that is just both of them moving on. It could be that they both had the similar background, could be that they both had similar things in their lives, and that they say, well, you know, now I met this amazing divine masculine, I met this amazing divine feminine, and now it's time to move on. Because, you know, it's time. It's time to move on. And don't get stuck in the helplessness and the hopelessness, you know, because you know that something will come your way. You know that something better will come your way. And that is, and it doesn't mean it's always better. It's more aligned with who you are now. So it doesn't mean that the relationship was horrible, you know, it was just out of alignment. And that you're saying, okay, I need to move on to someone who is in alignment with me, that understands me, that can hold me, that can get that space for me, that creates that space, that knows my heart, that knows my path, and want to walk with you on that path. So then it's time to let go and move on to, you know, to your love. That's it. So, and if the love isn't a divine masculine or a divine feminine in your life, you know, it's the path of your soul journey. And that soul journey will bring you wherever you need to go. Your soul journey will bring you eventually where you need to be. With what kind of person, with, if you want to be alone, that's also understandable. But if you want to be with your divine counterparts and be in creation towards the goddess, you know, then by means move on and walk your own path, because that journey on your own, that healing journey, that will bring you in alignment with the person, with your twin flame, with your divine counterpart at that time, when it's ready. Okay? So, all in divine timing, I hear. All in divine timing. Well, guys, this is it for this week. It's a long reading again, but it's full of information. Watch it maybe in periods, you know, not, maybe you don't have the time now, but watch it in 3 times. If you want to have information about your divine masculine and your journey together, you know, I still have I have 2 slots open next week. The week after I have more time, but I won't do any readings during the eclipse. So if the eclipse is coming up, I'm not able to do any readings. I will do the readings after the eclipse, before or after the eclipse. Okay, so let me know if you're interested in your own personal reading, and I will see you next time. And you know, let me know your journey, divine masculines, in the description box below, because most of the time it's the divine feminine who is responding. But I'm also very interested in your response, in where you are going and where you are going with your journey. So yeah, of course, you're welcome. And let me know. If you're open for healing and you need a healing journey in Glastonbury, I'm open for retreats. I'm giving men retreats to balance the masculine and the feminine within. So if you're interested in a private retreat, let me know. I can send you the information. And go on your healing journey with a feminine and a priestess. Okay? So I see you all. And thank you so much, and see you next time. Bye-bye.